almost knocked my webcam clean out. Almost knocked it out the pot. Almost knocked it out the fucking pocket, kid. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? We doing okay? You guys can hear me, right? Oh yeah, you can hear me. You should be able to anyway. I hope you can. I hope you can. What's going on though, everybody? What's going on, Cavalog, Silo the Great, or is it Silo the Great? Mr. Prosy, Morgan Elizabeth, Sneed Poster. Don't forget to Sneed, dude. I never forget to Sneed. Are you kidding me? I'm the last man to forget to Sneed. All right. Tone, Scott Pilgrim, Zachary Vered, Frazzle Drip, and Natalia. How we all doing? How we all doing? And hello to anybody else who's not in chat right now. Feel free to jump in chat. Feel free to say hello. Part of the reason I like to do these is because I get to talk to you guys in real time. So, it's oh, really? This is my volume. Oh, huh. Is it good now? Actually, it's like, how about now? See, like, is it my volume or is it your guys' volume? I'm not sure because like the way my volume is, like, I turned it up a little bit, but I'm about to peak. Like I'm on the verge of peaking right now, and I don't know if that sounds good or bad, And it's tough to ask you guys because it's like, well, somebody might accidentally have their volume like way down and they don't realize it, But I mean, if it was bad before, I'm sure it's probably all right now. Let me know if I'm all screwed up. Let me know if my shit is peaking or anything like that. You see now Morgan's saying rip my eardrums. Which one is it? Which one is it, Morgan? All right, am I too low or am I too high? Make up your mind. Make up your goddamn mind. Okay. Nah, but what's going on, everybody? I hope we're doing all right. I hope we're all doing okay. I had an alright day today, I wish I could have got down to the tank, but I had some stuff that I had to take care of. I specifically set aside 2 weeks, and I was also going to have an extra week for the extension for 2.5. But now that it's the cell, it's like I'm in this spot where it's like, okay, I'm getting back to normal life, but also I kind of still have one foot in the door of fish tank stuff, which like I like it that way. It's nice, I want to do as much fish tank stuff as often as I can. So it was actually disappointing, excuse me, not being able to get there today. It would have been nice, especially because I guess Abby's there. I don't think I ever got to meet Abby. I don't think Abby and I ever ended up in a room together. And then there's a new guy, Sean. Dude, I didn't know Sean was there. I tuned in as I got home from the gym, and I'm eating dinner, and I'm kind of watching on my phone, and I see the cell. And it's only guys. I would assume they let the girls out because it was about to be bitch tank tomorrow. So they were like, "Hey, why don't you go and actually have some fun? Why don't you go and enjoy yourselves for a little while, and we'll get bitch tank ready." And for those of you that don't know, which is probably none of you, but just in case, bitch tank is going to start tomorrow. It's going to be an all girls fish tank. I don't think it's going to be like only girls allowed, like in general. Like me, I'm going to be in there. Like I'm going to be in there. I'm gonna be in there rizzing the ladies up. All right, my unstoppable, my uncomparable Riz is gonna be on full display tomorrow. Okay, no, but I don't even like 1,000,000% know what's in store because I don't ask questions. I just I go. I might ask out of curiosity, like oh, what's going on with this, and they'll tell me, but like. I tend to just not bother asking, like, so what's the plan for bitch tank? What's the plan for this? What's blah, blah. I'd rather find out as things are going on and things like that. You think Sean left already? Sean is like, dude, oh man, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, dude. What was I gonna say? Tuba Lizard says. Better than Kid Rock at the RNC, dude. Kid Rock, you gotta respect his grift a little bit. Not that it's even a grift. I'm sure he really is like a red-blooded American patriot, a true fact-checking American patriot, right? I'm sure he is, but you gotta respect his thing where he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna be fucking pro-America as fuck and make money off of that, Like I said, I don't think it's necessarily a Riz. A Riz, jeez. Fuck, I got Gen Z brain rot. Everything is Riz and Gyat now. If it's not Gyat, it's Riz. If it's not Riz, it's Gyat. But anyway, That's the first time I've ever said that word, Giat. Ew. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, like you gotta respect it. The dude found his niche. He found his niche and he's sticking to it. And good for him. You know, make that money, dude. Make that money. Excuse me. Um, Mr. Prosty says Dana White. Now I thought people were joking when they said bring Kid Rock, bring Dana White. I'm not 1,000,000% sure what you meant by that, Prosty. Scott creeping, dude. We stay creeping. All right, we stay creeping. It's real creeping hours right now. All right, it's real creep hours. 10:30 p.m. That's real creep hours, is what it is. Um, but yeah, I've been having such a good time with the tank. We're gonna tune into the tank a little bit, you know. I don't want to be like a restreamer or anything like that. I don't think that's right, you know. I've never. No, I won't even talk about that. I won't even talk about that. But you know, I like to jump in, give a little bit of commentary, talk about certain things, you know, and we'll do that. But for now, we're gonna talk about what's been going on with the tank. So I typically would have streamed yesterday. But I was in the tank. And anytime I go to the tank, I end up in the cell basically as a contestant. And that's kind of what happened yesterday, is I ended up actually being put on the site as a fish, which means that people gave me some fish toys. They bought some fish toys for me. So I'm going to shout these people out. Thank you very much, CapDot. All right. Thank you very much, Brian Jr. Thank you very much, Chris Lynch Deuce. Chris Lynch Dose. I don't know why I can't say his name. It's the unspeakable name. Scott Soilevan. That's my guy right there. PhantomTheory.org. I really read this the first time I saw it yesterday, and I thought it said Phantom the Orgy. I don't know why. Maybe I'm dyslexic or something like that. Like some stuff got, you know, all the letters to make the word orgy are there. Okay. All right. Okay. You know, and oh yeah, turnt orangutan. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the hell out of you guys getting me fish toys. Unfortunately, I don't smoke cigarettes. Looks like a sunburn or maybe like a sweat issue or something like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like seeing things that aren't there. It's probably at least a sunburn, partial sunburn. Anyway, thank you guys for getting me those things. Unfortunately, I don't smoke cigarettes, and I don't want to take the chance of becoming addicted to cigarettes again. I smoked cigarettes for the better part of a decade, and then I smoked cigarettes for about 5 years, and then I smoked vape. I vaped for a little under 5 years. So about a decade of my life, I was smoking or using some other kind of inhalant to ingest nicotine, and I got off of that, I want to say about a year and a half ago, and because of that, I'm like really nervous about the prospect of picking up like a nicotine habit again. The only thing I will smoke on occasion is a cigar, and I've been smoking the hell out of those lately. Somebody, I think it might have been Bill. He brought a box of cigars, and like I'm one of the few people who will smoke those things there. So I'm just sitting here every night taking one. I think I owe him a little bit of money for that. I think he said he got them for people to smoke, but also like I smoked so many of them, I feel like I owe him some cash for that. So Bill, if you're out there, if you're out there, send me an invoice. But yeah, like I can smoke cigars and not feel like cravings or anything like that, you know. So like I'll do that, but I'm just trying to explain why I lit the cigarettes and then immediately gave them away. It's because I didn't want to take the chance, you know. I didn't want to take the chance. Thank you guys so much, you know. Real athletes use lip dinner. Is that supposed to be like dip? Is that like a slang for dip? I used to dip. I wasn't like a big dipper. I wasn't ever the big dipper or anything like that. No, but I wasn't huge on dipping, but it was something I did for a while. I only have it because I used it in a bit of a project that I had, right? And maybe I'll show this to you guys one day. But I still have the first can of dip that I ever like used, right? Obviously all the dip's all gone, and I washed it out multiple times before I used it in the project that I was using it for. But it was Skull Cherry. And Skull Cherry was nice because it was like an endless cherry Jolly Rancher in your mouth, but of course there was a little bit of spice to it because it was tobacco. And obviously I don't condone using tobacco products in that way or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, that's my memory of it. I don't you see, the way I see tobacco and the way I see weed are the same way that I see some of my ex-girlfriends, right? Every now and again I look back and I think about like 2018. I was dating this chick, and it was real cozy whenever I would go to her house because she was the type of chick who just wanted to watch Netflix and, like, eat. And I mean, hey, I don't mind that, right? Um, so like that summer, right, of 2018 was a really good summer for me. Not even just because I was hanging out with her, but that was one of the aspects of that summer that made it so cozy. And sometimes I think back and I'm like, man, I kind of miss sitting on that couch eating food with that bitch. And then I think to myself, like, nah, I don't actually miss. I don't miss her anyway. I miss the times. And that's kind of the way that I look at tobacco and weed and stuff like that. Is like, I don't miss dipping. In fact, the last time I dipped was like halfway through my senior year of high school, and I vomited. I think I dipped like Coke Straight, and I didn't do it for a while, and because of that, it made me sick. I pulled a sandlot. I pulled the sandlot move in a hotel bathroom. You know. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like the last time I dipped was like awful, and I never dipped again after that. Um, but like I do miss the time where it's like I'm doing all this other stuff. Oh, and then I also tried dip for the first time, right? If that makes sense. If that makes sense. Natalia says it makes sense, so I guess that's really all that matters. If Natalia gets it, doesn't matter if you guys don't get it. Okay, I think that's really what it is at the end of the day. Um, I'm in the running now. Cavalog says you're in the running now, boyo. I don't I forget what I don't know if you were talking to me or not, but nah, yeah, you were probably talking to me. I don't know what you were referring to. What did I say earlier that caused you to say that I'm in the running? Am I in the running for top Zoomer, top old Zoomer? Because I am on that cusp of, like, okay, I'm a millennial, but I'm like a really late millennial. Like it's not insane for me to be saying something like Riz, I guess, right? Gyat is, that's borderline. That's fucking borderline. But also, that's one of those things that I feel like, excuse me, excuse me. That's also one of those things that's like, I don't think anyone says that for real. I think that's like a joke thing, you know. I think people say that is a joke. Mr. Prosty says in Canada they banned menthol years ago because candy flavors make children smoke. Yeah, as if menthol is candy flavored. That's just what I wanted when I was a kid, was menthol candy. That's exactly what I wanted. I can't stand that shit because it's like it's one of the most blatant lies. Like, I'm not gonna be the guy who's like, oh, free the cigarettes, right? It's like, I'm not gonna be that guy, but also, like, that's one of the worst things in my opinion, or in terms of the magnitude of the lie. That's like one of the worst ones, the way I see it. Because even though it's like, okay, fine, it's just cigarettes, whatever, whatever. First off, that's how they get things across. Is, something happens and then you're like, well, it's just cigarettes, so it's whatever, right? Um, but then, in addition to that, like, where have you ever seen a cigarette commercial? Where have you seen a cigarette advertisement? The only place you see cigarette ads are places you can get cigarettes. And at the places you can get cigarettes, if you walk in as like a 14-year-old and you're like, hey, can I get a pack of cigarettes? What kind? Marlboro, blacks. Fucking, if that's what you do, you're 14 years old and you do that shit, like, you're gonna get carded, and when you can't pull out a valid ID, you're gonna get turned away. I had that happen before. Like when I was working a cashier job, I had a girl who was clearly like 11 or 12 walk in with like a friend or two, and she was like nervously, like sheepishly, like, could I have a pack of Marlboro Reds? And I was like, do you have ID? And it's like a girl. I've seen her come in with like her dad before. Like it's clearly a girl who's like 11, maybe 12 years old. And I asked her for her ID and I turned her away, because I'm a responsible adult, you see. Um, excuse me. Um, like it's just such bullshit. Yeah, and exactly, Practical Thumb. Before they banned tobacco advertising, it was everywhere, and it's like I don't remember a time where there was tobacco advertising. Like that's how long it's been since they've banned tobacco advertising, right? Um, so it's just some bullshit, Never has there been a tobacco ad in modernity, in recent memory, that has advertised to kids because there hasn't been a tobacco ad in the first place. The tobacco ads are a pack of cigarettes painted on the side of a building with the current price at like your local gas station. That's what a tobacco ad is. And it pisses me off too because like I just don't like moral busybodies and people who like there's people who have I know somebody like this. I know somebody like this right now. There's people who have a compulsion. It is a compulsive need to fuck with people. And it's always going to be somebody who like smokes cigarettes. It's always going to be somebody who they drink beer or they smoke weed or something like that. Like I'll be the first guy to shit talk stoners, right? Like I've been very vocal about how I don't like stoners and things like that. But like I'm not going to see someone smoking weed and be like, hey, smoke A. Hey, the air's for everybody, dude. That's everybody's air. You're fucking polluting it with your weed smoke. Like, I'm not going to be that guy who's chirping at other people in public. That's insane. But there's mad people out there who are the types who, like, you light up a cigarette 25 feet away from a building and someone's walking by and they're like, they're like coughing on purpose to try and like make you feel bad. You know, those are the kinds of people who it's like it's not for some greater good. It's because they genuinely have this thing where they have to be bothering somebody all the time. And I know somebody who's like that, and he was like a driving force behind getting like the smoking age raised to like 21 in my area. And he got single cigarellos. He got them banned. You can only buy them in packs. Like all this like weird annoying shit that it's like for no reason, just because he decided he doesn't like cigarette smokers. And it's easier to bully them than it is like Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts or something like that. If they could get away with fucking with the Girl Scouts or the Boy Scouts or the whoever, uh, fucking some charitable organization, they do it, but they know that's not a good thing. They know it's not even that it's not a good thing. They know that it's not a good look, you know. And because of that, they're like, oh, you know what? I'll get the others. I'll get the cigarette smokers. It's bothersome. Harm Cannon says they don't even show the packaging anymore, just generic brown color with the name of the brand and silly Photoshop picture of lungs exploding or brain turned to dust. Well over in Ireland anyway. Yeah, I feel like America is one of the few places in the West that doesn't do that. And it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Annoying busybody. Yes, exactly. What's going on ever since my accident? How you doing? Minecraft gamer, and it's true. Camel Turkish Royal Red Shiny Pack is the best. I like. It's like I think it's like Newport Lights. I think. Hold on. Let me. See now we're talking about cigarettes, right? Of course, it's showing me. It's showing me actual lights, like light bulbs and shit like that. Hold on one sec. Huh. Well, I do actually see. I like menthol. I like the look of the menthol gold. I like the Newport packaging in general, right? There's just something about it. It reminds me of like a car in the 1980s or something like that. I feel like. Um I feel like that's what it reminds me of. You know, it reminds me of like an 80s or 90s thing, right? I'm gonna go ahead. Oh shit, there's a soft pack right there. Hold on. I think it's bold then. I think it's bold. Huh. There was like this pack of Newports. It was like yes. 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 See, I like this. I never smoked these when I did smoke cigarettes. In fact, let's go ahead. Of course, that's an even worse picture. I never smoked these when I smoked cigarettes, but again, this has like a Miami Vice kind of look to it that I kind of like, you know. And because of that, I always appreciated the aesthetic of the packaging. I smoked a bunch of stuff. I smoked I never really got into Marlboro Reds. It felt like I was smoking air, right? I used to smoke Newport Red Hundreds. That was what I smoked like for a year or two before I quit. I used to smoke Marb Southern Cuts, Marb Blend 27 every now and again. Um, American Spirits Yellow, American Spirits Black. I also smoked Marb Blacks. I used to mess with Parliaments every now and again. You see, I had like a dumb like mindset. You know, I was like 18, 19. I told myself I could buy a pack or two every now and again and I wouldn't get addicted. Silly me. Silly me. Oops. Whoopsies. I I was wrong, right? I ended up getting addicted. So at that point I was just like, whatever, let's just try a bunch of different types, you know? I want to be like a cigarette connoisseur, if you will. And because of that, I'd try anything and everything. The only one that I didn't try that I wanted to try was a Lucky Strike. I wanted to try Lucky Strike, and I was told that they're like dog shit. So you know, I guess it's whatever. You know, that was like the quintessential American cigarette. You know, I actually I talked to that person who I told you they're like a moral busybody about smoking and stuff like that, and I called them out on it once. I was like, dude, like, what's your deal? Why don't you just leave people alone? And he's like, these companies they market to children, right? You can tell the types of people these people are because they like all you have to do is ask them a calm question, not like a gotcha question, right? It's not like you're arguing with some left wing guy or anything like that. It's like you're just like, hey, like, why do you like feel a need to like go after these people? They're just kind of doing their thing, and they'll sit there and they'll be like, what? But dude, like they're advertising to children. Haven't you seen the cigarette ads? Haven't you seen them? Like they'll get like that to you just because you're like, hey, like, why are you doing this? You know. Um, and this person, they actually had the gall to be like, haven't you seen Lucky Strike ads? And I'm like, no. And he's like, yeah, yeah. You feeling lucky tonight? Are you getting lucky tonight? Like he said that, and it's like, yo, you were born in like 1960, whatever. That Lucky Strike ad was probably in like a magazine or on a TV in like 1974. And I think at the time I was talking to him, it was probably like 2020, like 17, 2018, somewhere around there. So it's like, man, what the fuck is your problem, bro? But anyway, um, are American Spirits actually better than other cigs? I mean, you see, I'm gonna do that annoying thing, right? I'm gonna do that annoying thing. I hate it when people do this, but all cigarettes are bad. But that being said, to my understanding, American Spirits are like all natural, right? They do burn longer than regular cigarettes. I've noticed that. And then like they don't have like a lot of the carcinogens and stuff like that that are added to the tobacco to make it worse than it already is for you to inhale. So like I guess in theory, yes, they are better, right? That's one thing I can't stand is when you're clearly asking a very specific question and somebody's just such a dickhead. They're like, "Well, no, I'm not going to answer your question." You know? Oh, hey, like is it like this is another one. What's the nutritional value for fountain drink Powerade? Like the Powerade you get from a fountain drink. Is it the same as the stuff you get from a bottle? Are they nutritionally the same? And some dickhead comes onto the Quora post or the whatever, you know, wherever the question is asked, and he's like, "Well, to say that Powerade is nutritional, no, neither of them are." It's like, shut up, dude. You know what I want to know. You know what I'm asking. Stop being a Redditor about it, you fuckhead. Stop being a Redditor about it, you asshole. Shut up and answer the question. Do it in that order. Be quiet and answer the question. All right. Holy shit. Um, Ignorant people perceive debatable topics as attacks to their character because they're insecure. Yeah. Oh. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah. 100%. You know, it becomes a part of their ego. You know, they are Samantha, the cigarette crusader. They're gonna save the world from cigarette smokers everywhere and stuff like that. They're gonna save the world from cigarettes, no matter what the cost. And when you're like, yo, like, what's the deal? Like, why don't you just let people do what they want to do? It's like, oh, what? You know, it's like, holy shit, dude. You know, shit is ridiculous. I think that's why Letty doesn't like me. You know, I was gonna talk about the tank a little bit last night. We'll use this as a segue to speak on that. I think that's why Letty doesn't like me is because every now and again you hear some like feminist shit out of her, and me, like, I'm the kind of guy. Like, look, Sam gives some really good advice when it comes to dealing with women who are like vaguely left wing. I don't take that advice because me, I'm built different. I'm built different. No, but honestly, like, I have an autistic need to be like, nah, that's bullshit. Shut up, right? And I think that's part of the reason why Letty doesn't like me is because whenever she injects some weird liberal shit into like a conversation, just for no reason at all, you know, I'm the guy who's like, nah, actually, no, that's dumb, that's stupid, no, that's wrong. Actually, you're wrong, right? I'm the guy who does that. And I think that's why she doesn't like me very much. And like, I was caught off guard the last time the first time really, she was like, I don't like you. Um, I don't think it was a bit. And I'm not like angry at her about it or anything like that. But I do think it was funny, and I think it was good. She and I going back and forth. I think that's a good relationship for us. It feels weird saying that adversarial relationships are good, but I think it's a good relationship for she and I to have where we're just like on each other's ass about shit all the time. Um, but like, I think that's why she doesn't like me very much. You know, is that like she's probably used to guys who either want to have sex with her or like there's people who like they don't find it a good idea to be like, no, you're wrong, right? They just kind of let it go when she injects this weird shit into the conversation. So having somebody who's like, nah, you're wrong about that, actually, no, that is a bad idea. Hey, that was stupid. That was dumb. What you're saying is dumb. That's probably not something she's used to, and because of that, she's like, oh, I don't like you, you know? And then she's gonna try and gaslight me about like, oh, like you're salty, and it's like, well, you're being rude. you're you're being rude, not being rude back. Don't make this into something it's not. But yeah, that was a bit yesterday when I walked. I mean, it was a bit founded in reality. I walked in and I dapped up with everybody except Letty, and that was suggested to me by I think Jet. I could be wrong. I think it was Jet. He's like, "Yo, dap up with everybody but Letty, and then just start talking. Like, just do it." And it worked exactly how it was supposed to. She was like, she felt slighted by it, you know. And then the festivities started. Um, that was fun though. That was fun. I do enjoy ribbing Letty, and I think she has a good time ribbing me back. So even though she doesn't like me, I don't hate her or anything like that. I don't think she hates me. I've embraced. I've embraced the idea that me and Letty are probably just gonna be fucking with each other anytime we're around each other. You know, I'm ready for that, and I'm ready for the content. I'm ready for the content. Damn it. Um, Ever since my accident says, can you give an example of something that she said? Uh, you see, it's stuff she says in passing. Huh. Oh, baby.
Huh.
Did you plug the wire in for me?
I did.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, baby. Anyway, it's stuff that like she says in passing, so it's hard for me to like really pinpoint the shit out of it. But like, um, we'll just be like sitting there talking, and then for like little to no reason, she'll be like, "Yeah, like women getting the right to vote is like was like a really good thing." She'll just be like that, and sometimes it'll be like joking. Like I wasn't really trying to go at her about the whole women's like voting rights thing. I was just trying to stir the pot, you know? So I was like, oh, like, so what good has happened since women got the right to vote? I was just like pressing her about it, trying to get an answer, which I knew she wasn't going to be able to give me one, right? Like that's a good example where it's like, yo, like this has nothing to do with what's going on right now. You don't need to be like injecting that weird shit into there. That's like that weird Red Scare girl type shit where it's like you're gonna be edgy. You're gonna be you know, you're gonna say that you only want to have babies with like a white guy, but also like men suck. You know, um, like I said, it's stuff she says in passing. So I'm not like I don't have like a catalog of everything she said. It's not like it's stuff that's like a big like centerpiece of the action that's going on that day. But it's just situations where I'm just like blackballing her. I'm just like, nah, nah, that no, wrong. No. Actually, no, that was stupid what you just said, you know? That's more what it is, right? Um I assume she's just rage baiting 90% of the time. She's a gremlin. Yeah, I mean, you know, fucking maybe she is. I maybe she is, you know? That's not a bad tactic on her part. No, that's not a bad tactic on her part. Um, Ever since my accident, I know what you mean. She pokes at you from a periphery, which makes it more annoying. Yeah, like and she wasn't poking at me specifically saying that stuff, but like that is kind of a good way to put it. Is like, um, you know, like why do you have to talk about that stuff? You know, I don't talk about divorce statistics. I don't talk about fucking child support shit. I did that once as a joke because we were talking about divorce and like I screwed it up autistically. I it was I was talking to Mantone. He was the greaser, right? And we're talking about divorce because me and Trish were joking about getting a divorce on the final day, right? And I was like, the only way to go to jail for owing somebody money in the United States is either by owing the government tax money or by owing a woman. Like literally, those are the only two ways you go to prison in the U.S. for owing money. Is if you owe the government too much money and they decide they want to come down on you, or if you owe a woman too much child support. And one of the fucked up things about that too is that when you go to prison, it's not like you go to prison and the child support is like forgiven. No, you still owe everything you owed before you went to prison, and then you're also accruing more in prison. So they're taking away your ability to even pay it back, and they're adding more on top of it, in addition to taking away multiple years potentially of your life. You know, a girl that I was dating for years, I thought that I was gonna marry her. Um, glad it didn't happen, but I thought I was gonna marry her. Her dad did time in prison for owing child support to her mom. And when he got out, he was living not at his fucking mom's house. You know, the girl I was dating, not his, you know, mom, dad, or mom, son, daughter of the son, right? He wasn't living like at his mom's house. He was living in a tent in the back of his mom's house, you know, because like that's how little help you get, you know. I'm really happy Dave got help for his child support, you know, because child support as a whole you don't want to be caught in. Like you do not want to be caught in the child support hole, you know. So I'm like so glad Dave got his shit paid for. I only had like 96 coins. I only had 96 tokens in my shit, but if I had my phone when they were trying to get him his child support stuff, I would have donated all that. I probably would have bought more to donate more to him, you know, because that's a hell you do not want to be in. It's a hell I couldn't even comprehend fully. I just know about it because I've been told about it, you know. Um, so like that's one example of me basically doing what Letty does on like Fish Tank, but I'm not doing that like constantly, you know. I could talk about that all the time if I wanted to. Like you could have baby. I don't stop.
No, you don't. Insane.
Oh, I'm insane, baby. I'm insane. You don't love me anymore, is that it? You're gonna divorce me and send me to jail? Is that it? She's gonna send me to jail, guys. No, but like I can go on and on and on and on about it because I know so much about it. right? Because before I got married, I was kind of running in those circles where guys talk about that a lot, right? But I don't because I know that's like annoying and weird, you know. And like just because Letty's a simple girl, it doesn't mean it's not annoying and weird. I'm just one of the few guys who will be like, yo, like that's annoying and weird what you're saying, you know. Um, or not even annoying and weird. It's just like, no, that's wrong. You're incorrect about that, you know. But I do like the like I said the adversarial I do like that adversarial sort of relationship that's kind of forming between us. I think it makes things interesting, you know. It's fun to argue with people sometimes, you know, and it's fun to have somebody who like you know they don't absolutely want you dead and you don't want them dead, but also like when you're in a room together, you can't help but throwing pots and pans at each other, you know. Um, one of Vic from my chat, baby. Vic says, "You're insane." In quotes. Well, what did you expect? You married the Joker. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. I am Miss Scotch's wife. Hey guys, you want this was supposed to be a chill stream, and then we're gonna check in on Fish Tank. Um, but I'm thinking about calling an audible. I think it's gonna be an annoy Scott's wife stream.
No.
Are we down for that? Are we down for that? One in the chat if you want an annoy Scott's wife stream. Let's do that. Um, you were right with annoying and weird. Yeah, yeah. Are you actually married? Nah, this is actually an actress that I hired to hang out in the background while I'm you know while I'm doing my thing. You know. Um, I don't have much sympathy for people who have kids that are not ready, but child support is awful. Oh yeah, because I mean, a lot of the time, child support is not something that happens because like people weren't ready. A lot of the time, it's like man and woman get married, they have a kid. You know, a divorce happens before the kid turns 18, and you know, like child support becomes just a way to alienate the child from the father. You know, and then the mother's sitting there. Like again, this happened with that girl that I dated. We're gonna get off this topic in a second. Like I said, you don't want to get me started on it. You do not want to get me started on it. But that girl that I was dating, whose dad went to jail for owing child support. She was sending him letters and shit like that because, of course, he wasn't allowed to see her because the mother wasn't allowing him to see her, right? He was sending her letters and shit like that from prison, and even like when he got out, he's like, "Fuck, like I'll send mail because technically, my bitch ex-wife can't open up letters that are marked for my daughter, right? Right? Technically, I mean, not even technically, that's literally a federal crime, right?" And the mother hid the letters. Like for some reason she didn't just toss them. She didn't just throw them away. She decided she was gonna hide the letters in a fucking shoebox or something like that. And then one day, you know, the girl I was dating her at the time. That's how I know about this. She's like digging through her mom's stuff and she finds all the letters from like over the years. And that was an argument between her and her mom, you know. It's like that's the type of shit that happens. And it's like so knowing what I know, like it's kind of hard for me to just sit there and be like, "Oh, she's doing that feminist shit again." All right, okay, I guess I'll just let it go. Like it's a little bit difficult for me to do that. Not that other people don't know it. It's just that me, like I said, I'm built different. All right, I'm built different. Built stupid is what I am. I'm built fucking stupid. But with that said, what's going on, Zachary Verad? Were you in here earlier? Scott's wife is imaginary. Don't let him fool you. That's right. I'm actually throwing my voice. I speak and then you know I do the ventriloquist shit. That's what's happening. Um, what was I? Ah, shoot. What was I? Oh yeah, and then also see, I'm a little bit nervous, right? Now I don't want to talk too much about how the sausage is made, right? When it comes to me on Fish Tank, but I'm slowly but surely starting to get more and more comfortable, like putting myself out there and trying to have bits and getting good at the whole comedy thing, right? The first time I was in the cell, I was completely outpaced by Spencer and Star Power by Alex Schultz. They were just too high energy. They were too natural with it, you know. Um, so I shut up for the most part. I shut up for the most part, and I just let them handle it, right? Last night was a good night because of the arguing, and then I also had a couple of different bits that I was doing, and one of them was like really good to the point where we could hear everybody in the control room dying laughing. And as soon as I walked out last night, they were like, "Yo, that was the funniest shit, dude." It was when Claire broke up with her boyfriend, and I was like, "Yo, are you looking to rebound?" Um, I That's one of the bits. That's a bit that I've had going since season one, right? The first person I did it with was actually Letty as well as Sylvia. The bit being that I hit on every girl that I see, right? And like obviously I do like a bad job of it, right? It's easy to do a bad job of it though when it's someone like Claire or Letty because like I know they're not into me, right? I wouldn't hit on a girl that I'm like absolutely sure is not into me because that's setting myself up for failure, right? And like I know Letty and Claire are not into me. So it's real easy for me to like just do that, right? Um what was I going to say though? Oh yeah, but that's a bit that I've had going, and I'm starting to hit a bit of a stride with it. I'm starting to hit that scare the hose stride, right? That's the energy that I'm bringing to bitch tank or the tank is the scare the hose energy. I am a little bit nervous though, and I guess this kind of just comes with the territory because I've seen this happen with Sam and plenty other people. I'm afraid that people are gonna actually really start to think that I'm like a creep in that way, and like I'm not, Um, so I'm trying to get better at like other aspects of it too because like I love the scare the hose bit. I have fun with that. It's fun. It's entertaining to me. It entertains me. I like to scare the hose. I want to scare the hose. Um no, but like I want to branch out and I want to become better at comedy. So if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna have to make sure that it's you know. Oh, you know what? I'm just realizing I didn't share this to anywhere. I didn't share this to Twitter or anything like that. If you guys could share this around, I'd really appreciate that. I'll probably do that too as I get Fish Tank up. But oh man, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like I'm starting to get better at it. I'm starting to feel more comfortable in there. I'm starting to feel more comfortable, playing off of people and stuff like that. And I don't think I'll ever be as good as like Alex Schultz or Sam or anything like that. They've been doing it for too long. They've put too much energy into it. But I can feel myself getting better, and I'm really happy with that. But with that said, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna pull up Fish Tank. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share this around real quick. All right. You know what I'll do real quick? Actually, bang, bang, and sorry. Damn, that shit's contagious. So, right now we got Oddbod and we got Dave. I don't know what happened to the other the I don't know what happened to the other guys. I know Caminos was in there earlier. Did Caminos do some boxing? I popped in earlier. Sam was there. He was doing boxing with Ben. And I think Caminos was throwing on the gloves. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know where. Oh yeah, yeah. Someone said Sean left. Someone said Sean left. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna share this real quick to a few places just because I want to make sure that you know, excuse me. I want to make sure that I get this out there. Um. Yes. Yes. X arm. Somebody asked, do you remember X arm? And I'm pretty sure I do. I'm pretty sure it was like arm wrestling fighting. I'm pretty sure it's what it is.
You don't know what you're asking for, Oddbug.
See, I didn't plan on streaming tonight. I would usually stream Wednesdays at 9 p.m., Fridays at 9 p.m., and then Sundays at 5 p.m. But yesterday I was at the tank. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna be at the tank. So here I am now. Here I am now. One moment. Sorry, I got a couple of places I'm gonna share this to, and then I'll actually I'll get to the real content. I'll get to the real content. Everyone, all right. Shared it in my Discord. If you want in on my Discord, I'm pretty sure I have it in the description. If not, I'll post it soon. Bang. And one more. Bang. All right. There we go. There we go, kid. There we go. Oh, you know what? I'll post it in the crack server too. No, I want to post it here. Bang. All right. Cool. So, looks like Oddbod's bricked up over there. As you can see. We're going to go ahead, we'll switch to the others. Oh, jeez, dude. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Oh, man. If I had to see that, if I had to see that, you know, we'll send him a TTS. I gotta buy more. More coins though is the issue. So I'm gonna buy coins on my phone. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna buy some coins on my phone, and then I'll go ahead and I'll send these gentlemen a TTS. Sorry, one sec. I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. Yeah, we'll do. Sorry, one sec. Un momento, por favor. There we go. Oh, here's Jet. Damn. Did somebody say they paid for a ball? Damn, Oddbod really sounds like the guy. I can't believe you've done this.
Sorry, guys. Bitch Tank is actually just a recreation of the Sun Snoo scene.
All right, we got it. We got it. So we will send a. Oh, geez, I gotta log in. All right, I'm gonna log in real quick. All right, I don't want you guys seeing my shit, obviously. Hell yeah, bro. I was like, huh, that's weird. Why can I only see one thing? There we go. Oh, uh-oh. 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 All right. I'm gonna say hello to the chat. So, what should I say? I want to say hello to them. Like,
Yeah, can we get Death by Snoo Snoo fish toy, please? Yay!
all right. Oh no, wait, duh. I don't know which one I should do. I think we'll just do the default. I think if I'm gonna send something telling them it's me, I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's what I should do. I'll do the default voice, then I'll send these guys some shit. You guys can hear this, right? You guys can hear this. I hope you can hear this. Can you guys hear this? I'm pretty sure you can. You should be able to. You should be able to hear whatever's in my shit. All right. Yeah. Default is formal. Default is formal. I'm not gonna send it until you guys tell me if you can hear or not, because I obviously want you guys to hear. Yeah, you guys can hear. Okay, all right, okay. There we go. There we go. I want to see who. Oh, it got approved.
Yo, it's Scott. Rotank over Hotank. Love you guys.
Shout out Scott.
Hell yeah, dude.
Scott was the guy last night on the date. Scott.
Yeah.
He just
Sean.
said,
Sean's name was Sean.
oh no, Scott. The guy last night who was on the date with Claire.
Oh yeah.
He just sent us a message.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What did it say?
Said bro tank over ho tank.
What did it say?
Bro tank over ho tank.
Oh cool. Thank you. Much love.
Oh yeah. I don't know how well you guys can hear this. I'll turn it up. You probably can barely hear it at all.
Everyone's fine. So stupid.
Oh yeah, bro tank over ho tank. Somebody's asking me to tell Taylor Merca from PKA fucking to join RSK clan. I don't know. Maybe I will. Somebody else at me? I think somebody else added me. I can't see fucking somebody added me. I don't know. It's Chip talking shit in the chat.
Yes, right. We don't kill him. It's from
When you need this thing, so why would you do for this in a what?
Alright, I'm curious about what's going on with the bitch tank shit. Where's the duh. I'm like I barely used the site at all this time around, so I'm like, how do I switch over? How do I switch over? What do I do? Oh boy. Oh boy. It's one of them. Yeah, fucking. I think this is directly. Actually, nah. I don't want to be talking about the layout of the house or anything like that. I don't think that's a good idea. Hold on. Okay, this is the same room. This is the same room right here, two different angles. And then this is a bathroom with, I would assume, there would, yeah, I mean, I would assume the toilet would probably be in there, you know, probably with a shower too. I think that's, that's pretty interesting that there's a sink right here. I think that's real, like, aesthetically. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because there's a lot of what's it called? There's a lot of what's it called? Damn. You see, oh yeah, my bad. Because Chip was talking shit in the chat, and then he was like, I didn't type that, and it's like, oh well, who did? Fucking, I'm curious. I'm fucking angry. I'm fucking mad. What's it called? Yeah, like, I think this aesthetically, not that they like picked this, but I think aesthetically this is like a really good thing for Bitch Tank. I don't even know if aesthetically is the right word to utilize, but like, this is a really good thing for Bitch Tank because you're gonna see these chicks every morning put on their makeup. We're gonna, honestly, I don't know if this has been discussed. I'm gonna talk to them and I'm gonna be like, yo, like, you should make them do their makeup every single day. Like there is no, like, I'm having a bad day. I don't feel like putting on my makeup. I feel like just being in sweatpants all day. Like, no, not allowed. Not allowed. You're dressing up every single day. You dress to the nines, is what you are. Dress to the nines. Oh, excuse me. People trying to gaslight Chip into putting more balls they didn't pay for in there. That's funny. Anyway, with that said, back to the cell. So there's at least 3 cameras. I would assume maybe that. You know what? I wonder if the cell is gonna. I don't know. I don't know this for sure. I'm wondering if the cell is gonna run simultaneously. I wonder if Bitch Tank is gonna be just here, right? No. Somebody's asking me about moves. Yeah, like I'm wondering though, right? I'm wondering if Bitch Tank is just gonna be here, and then the cell is gonna run simultaneously. I wonder if that's gonna happen.
So you better prepare for the storm, maggot. The storm that wipes out the pathetic little thing you call your life, kid. The pathetic little thing you call your life. You're fucking dead, kid. I could be anywhere, anytime.
Sorry, I'm being
700 ways, and that's just with my bare.
what's it called? I'm being autistic, and I'm talking about MMA shit in these. Somebody in that chat said Oddbod's pretty cool, and yeah, he is pretty cool. I really like him. I like his energy, you know. I think he and I are probably the same in a way, you know. We just vibe, you know. We're just chilling. We're chilling like a villain. Well, we won't spend too much time here because I think these guys are, for one thing, it's 11:15 p.m. They've been in the tank since at least yesterday, right? You know, they've been in the tank since at least yesterday, so I'm sure they're low energy. They're probably not 100% feeling it, but you know, that's understandable. That's kind of to be expected. We won't stay here all night or anything like that, you know. I wonder if the business strategy will not be doing seasons, but unending live streams like this, Jet would probably die after a year, though. Yeah, I mean, this is simultaneously sustainable and not sustainable. Monetarily, as of right now, I'd say it's definitely sustainable. And I don't have money conversations. The only conversations I have revolve around content and like, you know, aspects regarding that. As of right now, it is sustainable, you know. But like the stamina, the energy that is required to do this is probably not sustainable. You could sustain it for a long time, but eventually you're gonna be like, yo, I need a vacation. Yo, I don't want to be in this house right now. You could replace Oddbod and Dave. You could put 2 new guys in there every week, every few days, you know. But eventually Max is gonna be like, yo, I'm kind of tired of being here, you know. Eventually Jet's gonna be like, yo, I want to leave the property. I want to leave the premises, you know, etc., etc. So because of that, yeah, like this is something I could see them doing, right? In between seasons, I think it'd be real easy for them to be like, all right, we're gonna have a cell for 2 weeks, you know. We're gonna have 2.5, we're gonna have 3.5. Then after that, we're gonna take the winner. We're gonna put him in the cell for a week, right? What's it called? Yeah, like. See, somebody's talking to me about MMA shit, so I'm like,
Stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck, man.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I could see them doing something like that, and I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be a cool thing to do. I can't wait for season 3 though. Season 3 is gonna be crazy, you know, and I guarantee you the you know, because the cat's out the bag. This is the season 3 house, you know. Oh. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? This is the season 3 house. I guarantee you this is probably going to be utilized as a bedroom, and these 2 cameras are probably going to be, or maybe they'll just have one of them. Maybe they'll just have one of them, right? But some of these cameras are probably going to stay up, It would make sense that, like, this one stays up, or this one stays up, and then you go to this one too, right? It would make sense that they would be there, So it's almost like they're kind of multitasking. It's almost like they're hitting a double whammy here, where it's like, they're almost hitting like a double whammy, where it's like, all right, we're gonna set up for a week-long thing or whatever, but also we'll leave a couple of these cameras up because, why not? We're gonna need them anyway. That would make sense. Lexi DW, what's he playing with? Don't worry about it. It's boy stuff. You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't get it. Okay, it's boy stuff. All right. Practical Thumb says they've both been in 3 days. Yeah. So they're definitely. They're starting to feel it. They're starting to feel it, I'm sure. They're feeling it all right. They're feeling it all right. Oh, did somebody somebody tipped me $5. Puffy killed Tupac. Uh-oh, you're hitting me with the Illuminati shit, dude. I don't know why my thing didn't whoops. I don't know why because the tip alert is off, and so is the tip ticker. Oops, silly me. All right, well, Puffy killed Tupac. Thank you very much for the $5, man. Thank you, bro. You can answer my Twitter question about the art of marketing fights now, cutting promos, cringe or no. I like it. Gets me hyped. Also, please tell me this Letty Jimmy thing isn't a bit. I want Jimmy to find happiness. I know he's weird, but I like him. I think no, it isn't. No, it didn't pause. It looked like it paused for a second. No, I mean, hyping fights is a good thing. People used to hype fights in very creative ways and stuff like that. Hyping the fight was even more than just like smack talk back and forth before the fight as well. It was also like walkouts. I interviewed Jason Mayhem Miller. I'm going to be releasing that within the next couple of weeks. I'm probably going to keep it on my Patreon for a little while, probably about a week, and then I'm going to release it, after that. Really good interview in my opinion, but I guess I'm biased, but like his walkouts were like fantastic. It made you want him to win. It made you want to watch him and stuff like that. So that's really cool. It was a good thing. Hyping fights is always a good thing. Sometimes it goes wrong because guys are like weird. Like that's one thing with Misfits is like everyone was trying to hype their fight by doing like dumb stuff, You had people trying to pull pranks and stuff like that, and it was just like the pranks were dumb. Like I think B-Dave, he like threw a pie at somebody one day, and it's just like, what are you doing, dude? This stupid as hell. What kind of Looney Tunes shit you think this is, And then you have where it goes very well, where it's like the Chael Sonnens, the Conor McGregors and stuff like that. Guys who like they just had the gift of gab, Like what I was doing with Letty yesterday, I'm a very polite person. I'm very respectful. I'm going to speak, and then I'm going to let you speak, and then I'm going to speak. I'm not going to interrupt you. I'm not going to talk over you. I'm not going to shout over you, anything like that. It's different when it comes to hyping a fight or having an argument, though, and that's what I was doing with Letty yesterday. I didn't want her to get a word in edgewise when she was trying to talk shit, so I started yelling over her, right? Not in like an angry way, but just a way where I was talking loud, not even really saying anything. I just wanted to say something so that she couldn't really get out what she was trying to say. Like that was a strategic thing on my part. That wasn't just me like being ghetto or anything like that. That's because I know why that works. I know why that kind of thing works. And because of that, Letty had her moments yesterday in the whole verbal combat realm, right? She had her moments where she made me look foolish, right? Whether she was correct or not. But also on the flip side, my moments came when I was using those exact tactics that I would use if I did happen to get on a Misfits card one day. If I just happened to get on a Misfits card one day and And you know, I had to hype a fight against some dude who's got like 1 million viewers on TikTok or something like that, you know. And that's why I would win in that sector, you know, is because I understand the art of it. I understand when and how to speak, you know. You know, I'm a very quiet guy, so people might think that I don't have a lot to say. As you guys can probably tell, that's completely and totally untrue. My wife's looking at me like, you know, it's more that I just don't feel like talking to people all the time. I'm not naturally a talker when it comes to hanging out in a group of people. And because of that, I think people can get the wrong idea about me. Like I'm either a hard ass or I'm serious. You know, or like I'm like, even some people might think I'm dumb or something like that. And it's like, no, actually, I don't feel a need to reach out and touch other people all the time. You know, that's not my thing. I'm totally cool just sitting here like quiet, chilling, and vibing silently while everybody else is kind of reaching out and touching everybody else for whatever entertainment value they get out of it. You know. Repulsive Gravity, thank you very much for the $4.99. You could have said something though. You should have said hello. You see, there it is. There's the thing. There's the thing. Yeah, you could have said something. You know, I feel bad when people just send me money without saying anything. You know, it feels like you're not getting your money's worth. You know, but thank you very much for the $4.99, man. Thank you so much. What was I gonna say? Quiet. Yep, I'm very quiet. I am exceedingly quiet. Exceedingly. But yeah, overall, like to bring it back to what you were asking, Puffy killed Tupac. Yeah. Hyping fights is a very good thing. It's making it good. The challenge is making it compelling. And that's what, again, people like Conor McGregor and Chael Sonnen were able to do. You know? They were personalities that you either wanted to see what crazy thing was going to fly out of their mouth next, or you wanted to see them lose. You know, it was one or the other. You asked. Oh, also, please tell me the Jimmy Letty thing isn't a bit. I want Jimmy to find happiness. I know he's weird. But
hey, you are cruel.
Oh, thank you very much, Gut, for the $5. Thank you, man. I thought it said, "Hey, you are cruel" for a second, and I was like, "Well, okay. Thanks for the 5." You know, thank you though, man. Thank you so much. I was gonna answer the question though. Also, please tell me the Letty Jimmy thing is a bit. I want Jimmy to find happiness. I know he's weird, but I like him. Yeah, I love Jimmy. He's a cool guy. Look. He brought me this from Hoarderman's. He saw this and he was like, "Oh, I know who would love this," and he brought it to me. I'm gonna hang it up on the wall behind me. You know, actually, I planned on going through this one day. It's already late in the stream. We're not gonna go through it now, but we're gonna go through like page by page. I don't know how many pages there are exactly, but yeah, you know, it's mostly pictures. Although, that is a bit to read when you consider the fact that there's like all these, you know, all these other ones, right? But we'll read bits and pieces of this as time goes on, right? The pictorial guide to the martial arts: kung fu, judo, karate, kendo, aikido. That was really nice of him. Jimmy's got a nice heart. He's got a heart of gold. He's just got issues he's got to get over, you know. And I say that as someone who also has issues, or had issues that I had to get over, you know. I was not the same person I was 10 years ago. 19-year-old Scott Sullivan would not be able to be involved in this because, and I've said this before, 19-year-old Scott Sullivan would have gotten a room with Sam and he would have been like, "Yo, I don't want to be around this guy." And he would have made up an excuse to like leave early. And when I texted him next time, he would have been like, no, that's the thing. He wouldn't have said anything. He wouldn't have said shit to me. He would have just ignored my shit, you know? So yeah, I mean, Jimmy, if he works on himself in a real way, he's going to get a lot better. And, you know, that heart of gold that we all know he has is going to take him, it's going to take him places. It's going to take him to good places, you know? What was I going to say? But yeah, as to whether or not it was real, you see, when the cameras went down, Jimmy did actually give Letty a peck on the cheek. It did actually happen. That's real. I kept my mouth shut when they called him out on it, specifically because I was like, oh, fucking, what's it called? Like, specifically because he gave me this. I was like, oh, you're going to have to buy my silence, dude. You're going to have to give me something. And then I remembered, oh, yeah, he gave me this. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I did appreciate that martial arts book, though. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that one. So you'll notice almost everybody in the tank either was like, yeah, it happened, or they were like giving weird looks and shit like that. And me, I just like tried to stay off to the side, looking inconspicuous. And if they asked me, like, Scott, did it happen? I would have been like, I don't know, man. I don't know nothing. I didn't see nothing. I don't know nothing. Just James for the $5. I gotta take the delay off of the tip alert. I gotta take the delay off the tip alert. Because that thing's gonna pop up on the screen in like a second. I guarantee it. But Just James for the $5. Again, thank you so much. Hey, Scott, what's your date of birth? I'm into numerology. 11/15/94. November 15th, 1994. Excuse me. You know, I said it on the stream last night, and you guys don't believe I'm 29 because I'm so mature. Because I'm such a mature man, right? Excuse me. You see, there it is. There it is. Yeah, I am, oh, switch cams. Okay, yeah. Bang. Sell? Yeah, it said toys coming soon, so it's probably a good idea to, you know.
A little major. I'm just a little major.
Damn. Yeah, but no, I'm 29 years old. People don't believe me because I have the Norwood thing going on, and you know, probably like I've always looked older than I am. You know, I've always looked a lot older than I am. You know, it is what it is. They actually say that's a like it's gonna sound like I'm trying to gas myself up here, but they actually say that's a product of like high testosterone is like going bald. Not like there's all I eat is soy going bald where it's like you're atrophying, you know, and then there's like I'm a man and I'm going bald. Like I think those are like two of the like things that just kind of like. I read something years ago. That said like high testosterone does lead to baldness, you know, and I am a very high testosterone male, right, baby? Yes, very, the highest. Yeah. She's laying in bed right now. Like I hope he's fucking done, son. I want you to sleep. I want you to go to sleep. Why did Abby only last 11 minutes in the cell? Well, because Bitch Tank doesn't start till tomorrow, and Abby is in Bitch Tank. And Abby... Uh-oh, fart attack. Wait, is that a fart attack, or was that AI music? I couldn't tell. Excuse me. I think Abby's gonna be perfect for Bitch Tank. Oh.
Blast the horn!
Gee, I wonder who it is.
That's not it. Daxit 83 and a ball!
Hey!
Oh.
And you both gotta get out of bed. I'm gonna turn the light on for you.
A
Get on the treadmill.
for Dave. Shout it out.
You see, that's how you know Letty. That's how you know Letty is really mad at me, though.
Thank you.
That's how you know Letty really is mad at me, is that she's hijacking Chip's account to talk shit about me, saying things that you know, like online haters who are too scared to say shit to me in real life. You know, like that's how you know she's really upset, you know? Which, like, you don't gotta be, Letty. It's not that big a deal. It ain't that big a deal, bro. Anyway, somebody asked, oh yeah, Abby. Oh yeah, Letty's doing Bitch Tank, you know? Nah, I think Letty would be good in Bitch Tank, and I think Abby would be good in Bitch Tank too. I see Abby and Letty either loving each other or hating each other, and that's going to make it a lot more interesting because they're either going to team up or they're just going to absolutely be at each other's throats like constantly. I don't know which, but I'm excited to see which. I think Abby's going to be really good for Bitch Tank because, you know, like she has that shit stir kind of thing going on too, where like that's what happened in season 2 with Jimmy. You know, she was trying to stir shit. She started smashing his toy, and she got the reaction she was looking for. But then she turned around and tried to act like she's a victim, and it's like, yeah, no, like what Jimmy did was not okay. I'm not gonna make excuses for what he did. That wasn't cool. But also, I said this before. Like, you got what you were looking for. What are you upset about? You know, whatever, bro. Letty is just a troll, and she likes your reactions. She probably thinks they're cute. Well, gee. If that's how you feel, Letty, you don't have to play that. You don't have to play that, Letty. It's okay. You can just come talk to me. All right. That's all right. I'm a very approachable guy. I'm an approachable guy. All right. Repulsive Gravity. Thank you so much for the $9.99, man. Let your yes mean yes and your no mean no. Anything else comes from the evil one, Matthew 5:37. Yes, sir. And thank you very much for the $9.99 as well. I'm curious. Were you saying that in regards to Abby? Because if so, like I could see how that would apply to Abby. I could see how that would apply to her. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. I can see how that would apply to her, right? Because it's like I said, you got what you wanted, don't act upset now, you know? Let your yes mean yes. Yes, you wanted that, so don't pretend like you didn't want it, you know? Oh, man. Scott, get you a slice of Trish cake. I mean, look, I like Trish. She's really cool. Very, very pretty girl as well. Very pretty girl, very attractive. But, I mean, you know, no. It wouldn't work out. It wouldn't work out between us, you know. It wouldn't happen. Wouldn't happen, you know. I love Trish as a friend. All right, how about that? Allie for Fish Tank. You see, and there's the
Hell yeah, Papa. Much respect.
There all they are.
Dave are too weird to live, too rare to die. We love you both.
Yeah. Woo.
See, I want to run on that treadmill. I wanted to run on it yesterday, but so many things started happening. How you feel about Zoloft, Scott? Man, you know, Zoltan was I wasn't a fan of him because I walked in and I hit him with a couple of lighthearted jabs over his name because he's the only one going by a name that's not believable, you know? Even if, even if you wanted to go by a different name, like what Sylvia did, you know? Fucking just do that. Your name's Danny. All right, go by Johnny, right? Whatever, who cares? But like Zoltar, it's like, all right, that's weird right off the bat. And then I started like just prodding him a little bit, not even trying to be like genuinely mean, just kind of just messing around with him a little bit. And he just immediately was like, nah, I hate this guy. Yo, orb activity. Do you see the orb activity?
Give me a plushie.
We got more of them.
Plushie, please.
Damn, bro, there's mad orbs in this room.
Plushie
Anyway,
to go to bed with.
but yeah, like he was sour pussing immediately. He was just immediately like, well, I hate all of you, and it's like, geez, all right, bro, take it easy, dude. You know, I wasn't even going hard at him either. Like Spencer and Alex were absolutely demolishing him. That was like, again, that's why I just sat down and shut up, is because what they were doing was so hilarious. You could see me. I was laying in the bed. I was laying in the bottom bunk. Zoltar is right here. And Alex out of nowhere is like, yo, let's have a fat guy contest. Hold up. You win. And that was just I absolutely could not hold it in. It was not happening. I could not take it. You know, I lost it. I lost my cool. You know? That was crazy. That was insane, you know? And all he had to do was, like, take the lighthearted jabs with, like, a hint of, like, class, you know? Even if he gave it back to me, it's like, he gave it back to me, but, you know, he's not taking it serious. And I would have been like, this guy's all right. This guy's cool. No, I like him. I think he's all right, you know? But no. Like I said, he was sour pussing.
I don't know who you are who keeps sending those.
Excuse me.
Get help.
Spencer and Alex fed on that energy and zeroed in on him like prey. Exactly, you know? And, like, that's a type of... excuse me. That's the type of shit that they do in jail, you know? Like, Spencer was doing the shit they do to somebody in jail, right? Is they'd get the guy who, like, is sensitive, and they would never stop harassing the shit out of him, you know? You know, and I think that's why he took a liking to me right away, is because, for one thing, I don't look like a joke, right? But then in addition to that, like, I wasn't a sourpuss, even though I wasn't, like, jumping in, like, every second to be, like, part of the joke, or, like, to make jokes, or to mess around and, like, be front and center, you know? And that's the type of stuff where, like, in jail, they'll be like, that guy's all right. Yeah, he's all right, you know? Fucking... If anything, I was more the audience, like, and that's what was happening with Spencer. He was like making jokes, and then he was looking at me to see if I was laughing, you know. So it's like, what I'm saying is Zoltar would not survive in county. Zoltar would get turned out in county. Tell Mercadurka to join RSK clan. I will. I don't know if he will, but I'll tell him. You know. Dude, is Dave dying? Nah, he's just got sleep apnea. Yeah, Allie for bitch tank. Hold on, I'm curious. What's going on. Here they are, dude. Setting it up. Man, I can't wait to see who the fourth one is gonna be. Jacob. Scott. Are you coming to the house? Back to the house soon? Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. You know, later in the day, like, you know, like probably around like dinner time. You know, a little bit after that. I'll hang out. I'll ask if any of the chicks want a box. I'll walk in there with my gloves. On. Dude, I'm gonna walk in there with my gloves on. I'm gonna start shadowboxing with my gloves on. And after, like, 3 minutes of just not talking to anybody, just shadowboxing, I'm going to, like, sit down and I'm going to be like, hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing? And then I'll just keep trying to get them to box. I'll probably do something like that, you know? Oh, yeah, Spencer totally bought Alex's character and referred to Alex as a trench baby. Yeah, that was pretty funny, you know? Well, I mean, the thing is, Alex is from Chicago, right? So, like, when Spencer thought Chicago, he probably thought, like, oh, this dude grew up on O Block. He was hitting licks. That's probably what he was thinking of, you know? Do VR. Oh, yo. Zachary Vered, yo. That's a beautiful idea. Dude. I got it right here. I'm going to do it. I need to put this in a place. In fact, you know what? I'm going to text that to myself. I'm going to text that to myself so that I do not forget it. Dude, bring VR boxing in there and just do it around them. That's fantastic. Sorry, one sec. Okay, delete those. Sorry, I send texts to myself to remind myself of stuff, and there's a lot of stuff in the most recent text that I did to that are like not a thing anymore, you know. Like UFC 303, I missed that. Oops. Oh well. All right. Yo, that's perfect, Zach. That's perfect, Zachary. If anyone asks, I'm gonna credit you. I'm gonna credit you on that one. Have a shark mask on. VR over the shark mask. That's fantastic, dude. We should box each other in different rooms with VR. Dude, Richie, I'm down to do that, bro. I'm down to do that. You, like, if if there's people in the cell, you go into the cell, right? I'll go into bitch tank or vice versa, right? And we'll sit there, we'll VR box each other, and in between rounds, we'll be turning around like, yo, I need advice. Yo, dude, get me water. Dude, fucking Abby, get me water. What are you doing? Go. We'll be like yelling at him to do that shit. That might be a good bit. If we can figure out that logistically, because I think we would need like PCs to connect to. If we could figure that out logistically, like where if we could use like one of the laptops or something like that each, I think that'd be a pretty good bit. You know, I think that would be a good bit. JC Pliskin says delete those. Scott's search history. Yeah, go super autistic 8 mode on him while wearing full body pads. That's what I'll do. Oh man. We've been streaming it this for a little while. We'll check up on the boner boys here. Yeah, I think they're going to bed. Make sure y'all constantly ask if they're on their periods. I'm gonna tell them to calm down. I'm gonna be like, yo, you need to calm down, bro. You need to calm down. Take it easy, dude. You're being crazy right now. Are you on your period? Oh. Don't wear deodorant or brush your teeth either, Scott. Hey. Just like every day, you mean? I left the door open and I don't regret it. Says Richie. I don't know what you guys are referring to. I don't know what you're referring to. I don't know what you're referring to, but I don't know. I trust Richie's judgment. By the way, shout out to Richie for selling me this VR headset at such a low price. I appreciate the hell out of that, man. I'll see you soon. I'm gonna be there tomorrow. I don't know if you're gonna be there like later in the day or not, but I will be there. Yes, thank you very much, Sneed Poster, for saying hit the like button. And yes, Jester, I am 29 years old. I was born November 15th, 1994 at 12:21 p.m. So there's that. Nobody wants to tell their age. I'm 35. Hell yeah. You just need a laptop to run a game like that. What's the average age on this chat? Oh, Repulsive Gravity. And then Joe Butt Slasher said the laptop thing. Yeah, like if any of those laptops are not in use in like a real way, we could probably do the Rocky game or something like that.
Level 3, 4 by now.
Oh man. Yeah.
Since Light's been out the room for quite a few hours.
25 and first Scott stream, loving it. Thank you, baby Yeetus. I hope you come back in the future. I appreciate the hell out of you, you know? I'm 28 and 3/4. Hell yeah, Chris. Damn. We have a smorgasbord of different ages here. Everybody all around, you know? Damn, you just gave us your astrology big three. Yeah, because whenever I tell anybody who's into astrology, like what my birth date and time is, they're like, oh, really? They're like weird about it. They're like, huh? I don't know what it means. Shout out to the moth that flutters. He be doing the most. I would assume that's what you meant was the moth, not the mouth. Yeah, there was a big one. There was one that was like, I want to say that big yesterday, right? That came in, you know, and we were chilling with him. We let him in, and he was our boy. Oh man, I started streaming a little bit later than usual today. In addition to that, there isn't a ton going on in the tank. I just wanted to stream because I didn't stream yesterday, and I'm probably not going to be able to stream tomorrow. So I'm probably going to get out of here though. I'll give it another like 5 minutes or so though, just in case anyone asks me anything that I feel would be good to answer, you know. But I'm gonna hop off the tank. You know, I'm gonna hop off the tank and I'm gonna hop back onto Newport Smooth Selects is what I'm gonna do. You know, what other? I don't know. I guess we're doing the cigarette thing now. You guys ever smoke Virginia Slims? Jeez, ooh. That looks like a Newport smoker right there. That looks like a Newport smoker. Anyway. Yes, right here. Yeah, you guys ever do Virginia Slims? You ever see them? These things are like insane. Like these aren't Virginia Slims right here. These are not Virginia Slims like exactly. Guess it's a Chinese brand, right? And they're not even cigarettes then. It says tobacco free, nicotine free. So these are like clove cigarettes, but these right here, like these are basically Virginia Slims. That's how slim they are. It's crazy, you know. What else? I used to smoke Newport Red Hundreds. Gonna go ahead. Oh, geez. Okay. That's not the you know, this is a oh, what's it called? A carton. It's not a pack, but you know, that's what I used to smoke. And then what else? What else? Oh yeah. Yeah, does it say discontinued? I'm pretty sure they were discontinued, which is probably a good thing. Those things were kind of foul. But I used to smoke Marlboro Southern Cuts, which I mean, I say they were foul, like all cigarettes are foul. I used to like I smoked these a couple of times and then I got sick of them. You know, I got sick of them. They were like a good time cigarette. Like I went to a party. I had a really good time at the party. Memories were made that day, and I had taken a pack of Marb Southern Cuts with me that day. I bought a pack of Marb Southern Cuts, and that was like, whoa, dude. I had such a great time. Whenever I think I really want to have a great time, I'm gonna buy a pack of Marb Southern Cuts because maybe it'll bring me back. Because that's how that works, yeah. And you know, that's my Marb Southern Cut story. That's my Marb Southern Cut story. What's with Marb Black? I used to smoke Marb Blacks. Where they at? Where they at? Oh. Marlboro Blacks. Yeah, I used to smoke the hell out of these. You know, I like the shit that burned your throat, you know? Anyone smoke Camel Crush 100s? My bro used to in high school. I smoked Camel Crushes at one point. Which, by the way, I want to make it clear, like, nobody should ever smoke cigarettes. I'm just telling you guys about, like, what I used to do, you know? I'm not, like, ashamed of the fact that I smoke cigarettes, but I do know that, like, there's a couple people from my gym who, like, they're teenagers and they watch my stuff, which I don't even want them to watch my stuff. If you're, like, watching my stuff right now, you really shouldn't, you know, to be honest with you. I just want everybody to understand I'm not glorifying cigarettes. I'm just talking about what I used to be into, you know, which, you know, there's a reason I'm not into it anymore. It's not good for you. And especially because I was smoking cigarettes while I was training. That was like the dumbest fucking thing. Like, I felt like such a fucking idiot whenever I would, like, be smoking a cigarette outside of a building and I'd see someone from the gym walk by and I'd, like, hide the cigarette. And I'd be like, hey, pal, what's going on? Yeah, ha, 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 ha. It was so stupid. I looked stupid. They knew what I was doing. I was hiding it, but they knew what I was doing, you know? I'm sure I smelled like cigarette smoke all the time, right? There's no way in hell I didn't. You know, like, it was so stupid, and I looked stupid, is the worst part about it. I looked like a fucking fool. You know, and it's because I was a fool. I was being a fool, you know. It felt so dumb, you know. I felt so stupid. Um, yeah, smoke pipe tobacco instead. Ah, yes. I prefer to smoke pipe tobacco in my robe now, in my study. In my study, I prefer a nice pipe of tobacco while I read my books, while I read my stories. they had a hint of vanilla that really hit the spot. I would assume you're talking about the Marb Southern cuts, and yeah, I could see how you would say that, because there was a different aspect of them. You know, there definitely was a different aspect of them. You know, my Joe Butt Slasher, my dad used to bum me Marlboro Blacks when I was on the Atari for too long. What a time of endearment. Damn, that's crazy. We still on tobacco? Holy based. Yeah, I'm chilling for another minute or two and then I'm getting out of here. But until then, well, what's it called? Parliaments. Oh, of course. See, this was another box that I liked, I saw it and I was like, wow, I want to smoke those. And they were a little bit more expensive than like Marlboros, I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly, they were. So it was like, oh, dude, these must be like really good cigarettes. They're not. They're all light. Like you can't find full flavored Parliaments where I'm at. You only have the Parliament lights. So it was like you know, fucking diet cigarettes, you know. She was stupid. Hi Ecuador says, Scott, I smoked pipe tobacco for years. It was by far the best smoking experience I had before I quit. I've had normie couples literally compliment the smell of my tobacco when I smoked Cavendish. Oh man, yeah, maybe there's a certain refinement to a man who smokes pipe tobacco, you know. There was another one. I said Lucky Strike. I don't even think they make these anymore. I'm curious about them, right? Yes. Oh. Well. Chesterfields. Like these are British, aren't they? I'm pretty sure these are British cigarettes. You know, I feel like Chesterfields are probably like the Lucky Strike of England. You know, I would assume. You know, it wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, like Lucky Strike and Chesterfields were the two cigarettes that were like, you know, I wanted to try them, but I just I couldn't find them, you know. And then of course I go down into the basement for season 2, and they got Lucky Strike cartons, and it's like, oh, all right, well, I mean, I ain't about to ruin my cigarette sobriety over one fucking cigarette brand, you know. I'm all set on that, but you know, it was just funny. It was funny. It was hilarious, dude. It's fucking hilarious, kid. I also used to smoke Camel Wides every now and again. Those things were huge. Those things were like extra thick, you know. They do. I used to smoke the unfiltered. They were the cocaine cigarette talking about Parliaments. Yeah, that's what I heard they were also partially used for, you know. Yeah, Parliaments did taste like recycled air. They were not very good, you know. They were not very good. Not very good. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. You know, I'm gonna be in the tank. I'm gonna be in the cell. The bitch tank. Whatever iteration. The current fish tank thing. The current thing. We're supporting the current thing. Okay, is what we're doing. Yeah, you're gonna see me in there, right? Unfortunately, I have to get back to this real life thing, so you're not gonna see me in there like constantly, but I will be in there as often as I can be. You know, I have a little bit more time in the summer where I'm gonna have like free time, so you know, I'm gonna be able to get in there semi frequently. When the fall comes around, you know, that'll die down. But also when the fall comes around, I'm sure we're probably gonna have season 3. So you know, you'll see me on about as often as you would expect me to be on for season 3. You know, is what you would you know, what you can expect. And yeah, you know, we'll see you then. We are also going to be here on Sunday at 5 p.m. If not, I'll make it up to you. It'll be like Monday or, you know, some other day we'll end up streaming. Maybe even Saturday we'll stream, since I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm not going to stream tomorrow because I'm going to go to Fish Tank. So you know, there's that. Thank you guys, though. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here, for real. I love the hell out of you guys. I appreciate you, you know. And we're going to keep on keeping on. We're going to keep on keeping on. You know, we're going to do our thing. And I'm going to start thinking of ways to make these streams fun. You know, I already have a couple of things. I was just about to break it up. I was just about to break out of here, and then I was like, no, I'll explain some stuff. I do have some stream ideas and stuff like that. You know, silent stream, dating streams, Family Feud streams, stuff like that, right? You know, like those will be fun. Those will be good. But you know, for now, we'll just focus on the fish tank. Anyway, I will catch you guys later. Peace.